Morning, afternoon, and evening to whoever's watching this video. It's David Yu from Renmin University of China, School of Economics. The aim of this video is at introducing you audience to various approaches to apply for universities in mainland and providing information as well as suggestions. As Hong Kong citizens, we are free to choose almost universities from every country and region. Among others, those in mainland has gradually grasped more attention. Being an example of a lucky applier, I'm thus trying to share my experience and other pathways to offer references. Before the introduction to application, I want to first give off my reason of studying in mainland, mainly Beijing, so that you can decide whether to come here or seek universities of the rest of the world. In a broad sense, Tier 1 cities in mainland possesses similar traits in terms of urban landscape, way of life, and others. But Beijing stands out for its abundant resources and special position in politics. Many companies and non-governmental organizations choose Beijing to settle their head offices in China. Although most of the resources are allocated to and collaborations are with Beijing and Tsinghua University, activities and contests like Model United Nations are made open to universities in the city. In other words, as long as you are studying in Beijing, then you can share the same resources as others. This kind of disproportion is unable to reach in Hong Kong, and it also happens when it comes to Hong Kong students studying in mainland. The government attaches importance to us Hong Kong people. They make available internship position in government-owned companies. They hold a feast and organize free trips just because you are a Hong Kong student. We have so much more opportunity and benefits that mainland people could ever dream of. But the condition precedent is that you study in mainland. Methods to applications are many and suits almost every possible situation you might be in. The first one, DSE, is a common way to enter mainland universities. The procedure contains application, interview, screening, and finally admission. You can pick 4 schools and 4 subjects for each. The order shall match with the ranking of your willingness to go to the school. However, different universities might have their own requirements, thus you have to read their enrollment guide prior to filling out the application form so that you won't mess things up. Principal's unconditional offer is a strong insurance for admission, but at the same time it's the most uncontrollable one. Subject to school ranking, Beijing and Tsinghua universities and other universities will reach out to schools in Hong Kong and ask for a field recommendation. Usually each school has a quota of 2 to 3 students and will pick students on the load they see fit. As a student, the shinier your resume is, the better chance of getting selected. Universities like Tsinghua favor students with a clear goal, dedication, and tons of awards or whatever that can back up the major you choose. Bear in mind that they are less likely to accept a business or finance contest winner who apply for engineering major. In short, not only should you be good enough on your grades, but have been preparing for this moment for long enough time to accrue awards and experiences. If you have done or plan to pick high schools in mainland, this one is gonna fit you. Unlike others who were educated in Hong Kong since their childhood, quite a portion complete their secondary in mainland. Students who fall in this kind have their own way. There's this college entrance exam designated for Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, and foreign country students. Courses of this exam does not differ far from the entrance exams for the mainland students, namely Gohao. And you can choose almost as many schools and subjects as mainland students. But there's one thing, we Hong Kong students cannot choose Tsinghua University through this exam. Although it's a no-brainer that this exam is exactly for Hong Kong students who have done or will do their secondary in mainland, still a great minority will take the SC first, then this exam to increase the likelihood of more options. Likely there's another exam similar to the previous one but easier. Two universities, KLAM and WAKU, they encourage Hong Kong students to come over and take their bachelor degree in one of them. After all this, for students who are thinking about studying in mainland, I want to add that the whole system in mainland university values your GPA like it's the most important thing in your campus, but I will tell you the other way. Excelling in an exam per se does not vouch for a significantly better job, let alone the fulfillment of a life purpose you might have. If you are good at this only to a horrible extent, you will circumscribe yourself to a narrow sphere. Most of the time, people are recognized not solely for their profession, but for their added value. Personally, I developed my added value through operating student associations, attending Model United Nations, and reading. Among these, student association has brought me the most. Activities I planned, friends I made, political officials I encountered, internships I acquired, and acknowledgement from people. Most of all, I'm kinda gradually know what I'm about to do in my life. Studying in mainland truly skilled me well. I guess I'll still be thankful for the 4 or more years I spent here when I'm no longer a student. The whole landscape is grander and different in mainland, and chances are waiting for you to cling to. As an experienced hand, I highly recommend you to come over and see for yourself. Thank you.